This is the first time I've actually burned body fat in a short amount of time in a program like this, which is why I'm so excited to share it with you.
In a full year, and that lets you save. Who cares?
Welcome to a brand new edition of Ageless Energy, where we talk about how to burn fat, increase energy, and balance hormones for women over 40. Over the past 20 years as a performance coach, I've worked with hundreds of women that have the exact same struggles you do. I hope to shine some light with this podcast on what can be the most challenging time of your life and let you know there is hope to find success with your health and what you're looking for. Please share and enjoy. Welcome. Who is excited? I'm excited. Dorothy and I have been experimenting with this diet for 4 weeks. We've been promoting this for 4 weeks. It's finally here. Time to have a little bit of fun and get this going. Tonight, if you struggle with burning body fat, this meal plan will be specific to burning body fat. So you're definitely in the right place. We're going to share with you how we were able to see amazing results, exactly how to implement it, and what you can do to start burning body fat. It's going to be pretty simple. So don't overthink this stuff. We're going to simplify it as easy as possible for you. Amen. Who's this for? So usually we work with women over 40. That's our demographic. Someone asked me in the past, what does that mean? We have different conversations. Other coaches have powerlifting, weight, or muscle mass conversations. We specifically talk about, give me 2 seconds. You need to have an open mind before you embark in anything different. Having an open mind, super important. Otherwise, if you're like, nope, not willing to try anything new, no change will come. And then taking action. It's great. Like my goal tonight would be for you to take some form of action. You probably sat here, got some good information, a few laughs, but it's a waste of time if you don't take action. We don't do pills, potions, powders. We do proper supplementation. We don't do the quick fix thing. Maybe I should say wellness loosely, but that's not something we do. Some of you may be new. I see new names, faces. We've been doing this for over 20 years. We've been working with women over 40, looking to burn body fat, balance hormones, and increase energy. That's our statement. That's why we work with our audience, usually 40 plus. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to ask some questions throughout, just to be transparent. That's so you're not falling asleep. Okay, I got to tell you this real quick. I was in this business call with a guy, good information. I have no idea what happened with the other side. She's sitting there like this, right? Can you see me? Can you guys see me? She's sitting there, her eyes closed. We're in a Zoom call. Everyone can see everyone. I'm like, is she falling asleep? She ended up falling asleep. And I said something like in the group. No one said anything. It was too embarrassing. I'm the person that makes things extra awkward. Camera shows up. Can we hear feedback? I think we're good. I need to do something. Sorry, guys. Just reading comments. Let me share my screen again. What was I saying? Don't fall asleep. Hopefully this isn't boring.
You're going to participate.
Yes, participate so I know you're not sleeping. In the comments, let us know where you are watching from. That's it. Should be very simple. Where are you guys watching from? And then we're going to get into it. I want to do my best to stay on track here with time. We got Olds, Calgary, lots of Olds, Red Deer, High River, Calgary, Olds. In your living room. Awesome, Nicole. Forestburg. I'm watching from my office in Calgary. Hey, Rhonda. Awesome. Danielle's in Calgary. Shelley's in Fairmont. Red Deer County. Great. Nice to know where you guys are from. Good job on participating. I want to close that. This is a side note. I want to do some training with you guys. I want to do some coaching because that's what we do. Here's the biggest failure I see. I don't really believe in failure. That was just the word that fit here. When working with clients or when someone comes to us, they're not measuring in any way. They're not measuring food, water intake, weight, or their food, not balancing their macros, their calories. When they come to us and I ask questions, they have no idea what's working and what isn't. To me, the biggest failure is they have no idea what's working and what isn't. So you guys have to start tracking. MAT members, you know we do this. I'll continue to drill this because so many people don't do it. I'll reference ourselves because we went through this. I wanted to do the exact same process I was coaching you guys to do to make sure it works. Making sure you're measuring to know where your starting point is and your progress. If there's no measurement, there's no way to tell if it's working. This is Teresa in our MAT program. And this is a really cool story. She said that she didn't realize, I did a little video for her. And she said she didn't realize her result. I took these progress pictures, sent them to her. I said, look at these results. She gave us permission to share these. You could be seeing results like this, but if you're not taking your weekly progress, I'm talking to our MAT members right now. If you're not taking your weekly progress pictures, if you're not doing your measurements, if you're not doing your scale, then we don't know if our program is working. For those at home, you have to know what's working. And if you don't, there's no way to tell if you should keep moving forward or switch it up. I look at 3 forms of measurements: before and after pictures, a tape measure, and a scale. The scale is at the bottom of the list for a reason, because I feel like it's the least accurate measure of success. That doesn't mean we don't use it, just that I look at progress pictures first, and if you're doing your measurements properly. Lastly, I would look at the scale. We look at the scale for different purposes. When we put our clients in a specific calorie count for their weight, if you're not doing a specific calorie count, not many coaches do. That's why we call it our patented metabolism accelerator program. Regardless, you need to be taking each form of measurement so you can tell your progress. I was doing well. I didn't want to lose body weight. I wanted to keep muscle mass and lose body fat. That's very different. So if you look at 40 plus, you want to keep muscle mass. It's important not to lose muscle mass too quickly or weight too quickly, because you'll lose muscle mass, but paying attention to how you are losing that weight. I went through ups and downs. That's how these programs go. I was losing a pound, maybe a pound and a half. One week I didn't lose anything, but I lost an inch off my belly. I was hoping to lose it off my waist while keeping my muscle mass. So I was measuring my arms to make sure my arms weren't getting smaller, because there isn't body fat there. That's just muscle. So if those were getting smaller, then I know that I was losing muscle mass as I was losing weight. The measurement proved I was not losing muscle mass. My weight didn't change, but my waist changed. So that's super important for you guys to understand, that you take a holistic approach to measurements. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to tell if you're accurately seeing the success that you want to see. And then this one, I wish these pictures were smaller here. This says, if you're not measuring, you have no way of telling what's working. Your default mindset is this is not working. That's what everyone thinks, right? We go to that negative place in our brain, the lizard brain. I'll explain it here later, but we go to the negative place. This is not working. I got to jump off and try something else. So you need to continue to measure over an overextended time period. I'll get into some numbers later, like 6 months. Oh my gosh. You guys should be measuring early on. But if I talk about 6 months to a year, people go crazy. They're like, oh, that's way too long, because we're conditioned for the 21-day fix. But you guys have to measure over a duration to know if it's accurate. If you're not, there's no way to tell. What could help? Not so fast. This is my patient face. Dorothy says, you always laugh at your jokes. And I say, no one else laughs at my jokes, so I have to laugh at them. So what's holding you back? I have 3 reasons, excuses. It's not the right time. I'm too busy. I can't afford it. Who do I trust? I got scammed a couple times. I got scammed when I tried to find a radio company that would take us nationwide. They were going to get us on all these radio stations, and I paid them more money than I had. We had no radio stations, and I was paying this guy thousands of dollars a month that I didn't have. And I looked on his website, and I started calling the other people on his website. And every person I talked to, I got it. They're like, no, we haven't got any new radio stations either. This guy's a scam artist. Like, he's not helping anyone, and we're paying him thousands of dollars. Here's an interesting fact. I used to have a call recorder on my Skype. I was back and forth in the US and Canada, so it was easier to call through Skype. I didn't even remember Skype. I hung on to Skype for a long time, and I moved to Zoom. I had a recorder on Skype. Every time I recorded, he wouldn't answer. I got scammed. It's still a bit hard to share that. We found another avenue. Radio was syndicated. We figured it out, and we're on 30-some stations all over the world, which is a nice little success. The thing happened for me when it was like I tried a business coach, terrible, didn't know any idea what he was doing. Then he was charging me after I canceled with them. And as a business coach, that changed everything. That you're only stories from women like you've tried all kinds of diet. May have tried coaching or and haven't found so there's like a mental block. So I am not going to try that again, because everything else that I tried that work. So I want to help you get past that day and help you understand that if you're willing to try, we would be in the place we are in this right now. I didn't find a business coach for us internally. That was only 2 years ago. We technical said no. Scale victory. Yeah, 100%. I'm going to go back to our screen share. If you have any quick questions, here's the reason holding you back. One is number like maybe some of you found them on them. I did a whole rant that did go well. I dared a lot of good back. Maybe the other company well said people, but I like short term stuff, quick fixes, and I don't see the results that we're looking for or in them. We see sustainability and those stuff lab very different than the lab you're at that. And so you're working on like you do 20 years ago. I hear it all the time. What are you doing for work? I go, I'm doing work. And I maybe say this women don't usually are the brain training. They usually go to the cardio. And my career started like I would all the men were over there climbing around women with the cardio. And that's what I think you need, especially they see the results that you're looking for. You need to be a muscle mass resistance training instead of cardio that burn muscle mass. It's like a bodybuilder. The weightlifting industry was built around bodybuilding. They sales trainers creating fitness programs that they make their way with bodybuilder. And I'm like, adults, you take different action. Stop lifting, standing there doing traditional curls, press, or squats. You don't have to work that way, especially if you want to see the results. And your result, what is different from what those people that are doing that exercises, or they don't know better. This is what you guys have been waiting. So this is more of a reset. I wouldn't do this all the time. It's important to understand you shouldn't be doing anything all the time. So our clients calories as they see results. Body weight, their calories change. Workouts every 6 weeks. Things need to change for you to see results. So whether that same foods or doing the same exercises, you're not going to get any different results if you don't eat. This is nice for our MAP program members. We're going to start implementing it in different ways. And that could be quarterly. It could be when motivation is low. There's a number of different things that we can do. And this is only one of our tools that we have to offer. This is exciting for us because we have an avenue to help you see results. Okay. So write this down. This is important because we've seen results. This doesn't mean you have to do this all the time. We have seen great results with this, and I can just about guarantee we're going to see great results once we start to roll this out to our audience. So you want to stay away from white carbs. So white carbs would be white bread, white rice, white potatoes. You probably heard this before. Then we look at cheese. This is a tough one for women that like their wine and cheese. For this time frame, we had no dairy. Tell me if I'm going too slow or too fast. No grains. A lot of people want to be grain free. We have a really nice granola recipe built around like the base is oats. And then a lot of people are saying, well, I can't have grains. So we actually created another granola recipe that has no oats, no grains, and then no fruit. So here, take this one with a grain of salt, because I think that it would be very hard for someone to be overweight just from eating too much fruit, right? It probably has something to do with activity level, or probably has something to do with the foods that you're eating 80% of the time. This is a strict diet for short term, like 3 to 6 weeks, probably. I just don't like, for me, we're not about restriction. We're not like, you should never eat white carbs again. You can never have cheese or dairy. Like, that's not what we do. That's not what we teach. This is a different menu. So these are things that you can have: chicken, fish, turkey, bison, beef. These are pretty conventional types of protein. So these are different macros, by the way. If you guys aren't quite sure, we teach 4 macros. So these are the different categories: protein, fats, antioxidants, which is veggies, and carbohydrates. Looking at fats, nuts, seeds, MCT oil, and avocado. Those are our favorites for this. And these aren't so restrictive. Again, I know that a lot of people come from a dieting world or restrictive type of eating. You don't have to have these proteins. These are the proteins that we consumed. I'm not really a beef person, to be honest. I know that's scary to say in Alberta with our Alberta beef. I just don't love it. I haven't felt great eating a lot of beef. I like bison, really like bison, fish, and chicken. You can have other proteins. These are just the ones we found success with. Be careful of your fats. I don't want to get into that. It's a whole different world of, some of you have probably watched my training on oils and fats, good fats, bad fats. I would stick to these fats so you don't get confused with rancid oils, which will destroy your results. Okay, so carbs, this is a little bit different. This is probably one of the key for you to understand. We usually recommend sweet potatoes. Sometimes we recommend quinoa or oats, like oatmeal. This is very different. The biggest change for some of you is your carbs look very different. We're looking at kidney beans, lentils, chickpeas, which is hummus. Chickpeas are made from that. These are the few different carbs you're consuming. The challenge is different recipes. Now I'll show you what Dorothy created, because she's an absolute magician in the kitchen. But to come up with different recipes without your conventional carbs, you don't have to have beans. The problem is your calorie count will be low. For a fact, 80 to 90% of you don't eat enough food throughout the day. So what does that mean is that your metabolism is slow, so you're not able to burn body fat. You probably have lack of energy. There's a good chance that there's some digestion issues going on there. That's all based around lack of nutrients and lack of calories. So if you're like, I don't want beans, I'm just going to have veggies, protein, and fats, there's a very good chance you're not going to get the calories you need to burn body fat. Fair enough. Veggies are don't think about all the things you can't have. Veggies are very wide open. There's clear research around spinach. Most of you know Popeye. There's clear research that spinach spinach can help ignite muscle growth. Beets are fantastic for oxygenating blood. Dorothy and I both run. Dorothy more seriously. I run more for fun. Beets for oxygenating blood is a great, and it's tons of antioxidants. And same with peppers. Peppers are high in vitamin C, great for your immune system. These are a few that we ate consistently, and I would suggest adding to your diet. Okay, if you haven't heard this, you got to write this down and you have to start doing it right now. All our MAT members should be doing this. Metabolism Accelerator, one-on-one clients. Every one of you should be doing this. Very clear research around what we call 30-30-30. It's not mine. I've read Tim Ferriss talked about it 20 years ago. Gary Breckett talks about it. There's a clear research around having 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up with 30 minutes of light exercise. And those of you in our MAT program, when I say light exercise, I'm still talking about a resistance training program that we set up for you. You don't have to do this. I'm just telling you this is what we did. We made our shakes the night before. We still do this. We do this all the time. We make our shakes the night before, put them in the fridge, pour our liquid mag, vitamin D, zinc. It's all poured the night before. Those of you in our MAT program, we have everything set up. When you wake up, most people pick up their phones. Hopefully you don't walk over to the TV and turn that on. One of the other things I did was I had 2 Brazil nuts. I had 2 Brazil nuts first thing, and that will help this will help jumpstart your metabolism. But I feel like the fats help stabilize the protein. So this is an isolate, 100% protein, 30 grams. It doesn't have to be a shake. You just need to find 30 grams. Be creative. You can have a couple eggs and a slice of bacon, length, turkey sausage or pork sausage, but you have to find 30 grams of protein. The shake is easiest for me. I don't think Dorothy did that, but not that it matters. Grab your shake from the fridge and we shake that up and we sip on that while we're getting ready in the morning. And then liquid mag, spirulina tabs, and something else. Anyways, 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. That's baseline minimum. If you want to level up and burn more body fat, do 30 minutes of exercise first thing in the morning. This will blast your metabolism. And I'm telling you, like, you will see results. If you just did this, you started having food first thing in the morning, proper foods. Most people wake up, have a coffee and nothing else for 4 hours. Your metabolism will change. You'll get hungry, burn body fat, and then you'll start to see results. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this works. Our MAT program has almost lost 1,000 pounds. That's crazy. And so I was in another paid coaching group with online fitness trainers, and I would have other trainers ask me, they'd be like, hey, what are you doing to have your members lose so much weight? I've been doing this for 12 years. I told them, you got to have your people start eating right away, and you have to start balancing their macros because they're probably not going to do it themselves. Can you guys see the people in the middle? Can I get some head nods? Can you see yourselves in them? Just recipes. Thank you, whoever unmuted. These are examples Dorothy and I threw together, and we're building out a whole program. Crazy, right? We're building out a whole program for this specifically, and we're putting together recipes. This one on the left, that's chicken breast. On my left, that's a lentil, onion, kale salad with beets. We have chicken breast on the right. Those are beets. They look like potatoes to me, but there's a bison burger in the background. Here's shrimp, different proteins you can grab. This is a nice lentil salad, tons of veggies. Any caper fans? I'm a big caper fan. On the right, we have chicken skewers, beans, and a black bean salad. Corn, that's a Mexican dish, and then beets. Great ideas if you want to try something like this. Here's a tough one. What if you could eat anything and you still burn body fat? Let me know in the comments what that would be. Pizza, sushi, chocolate. Can you put those recipes on our app? Danielle, we got something coming for sure. Yum, pizza. Looks yummy. What do you put in your protein shake? Thanks for the question, Danielle. I put in MCT oil, maca, and a scoop and a half of our vanilla protein. We make our own homemade milk and we shake that up. And that's it. Iron is the best. I understand spinach is best in a smoothie. Would you agree? Best in a smoothie. I don't know. You can put the spinach in sandwiches. You can make a salad. If you don't want to eat it or if you don't want to taste it, you can put it in a smoothie. I don't think that's best in a smoothie. It's a polarizing comment, nutrient-wise. All the cheese. Awesome. Crystal's awesome. Oh, what is that? Pizza, cookies, French fries. Okay, let me jump off here. There's a cheat day. I learned about this when I was working out like a bodybuilder. There's something called a cheat day where you can have anything you want, but your goal is to double your calorie intake. If you're around, it was great. Like I was around like 3,000 calories. I would try to get 6,000 calories in. Now, that's not something I'm telling you that you should do, but I'm telling you that we found results by having a cheat day. This is really interesting for our MAT members because we don't have this. Like this isn't implemented because if you were to pick a day and eat whatever you want, I would probably say that's not the healthiest idea. But having experienced this myself, I wasn't trying to lose body weight or body fat. I always wanted to gain muscle mass. mass. Even now, as an athlete, this is the first time I've actually burned body fat in a short amount of time in a program like this, which is why I'm so excited to share. I enjoy having little chippies once in a while. I'm a regular human being. Crazy, right? People see us in person and they're like, hey, you guys are real people. They only see us on the screen. But we have our own indulgences and things to work through. But with this cheat day, I found it psychologically pleasing because you're like, oh, Saturday's coming. I can have those foods, whether it was bread or whether it was pizza or whether it was, what else did you guys say? Chocolate, whether it was cheese. You can push all that to one day. Consider that your cheat day. And we still saw results. I want to have a conversation with our clients to see if we can still see results and implement this. It's interesting. Can we continue to help you see results by implementing a cheat day to ignite body fat? Because you are actually boosting I believe it's your glycogen levels. And then it shocks your system. And then you go back to eating the way you should be eating. And then you lose even more. It's a crazy concept. That's something I want to share with you, is that if you want, and you know what we noticed is that if we were going to have a family gathering or we were going to have a friends gathering, we would change that day. Usually it was a Saturday or Sunday. We're like, oh, we're going to so-and-so's house. They're probably going to have this and that. Let's move our cheat day to that day. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. So 6 days of the week, you guys are firm and following the plan. You know what? Probably a caveat to that is if you're not strict and not following along, just willy-nilly, 80-20, which I think is a big lie in most cases, the one day isn't going to do anything. It's just going to be more of what you shouldn't be doing. So here's the thing is that this becomes in depth. So those of you that are in our MAP program, you know how much time and effort we put into developing a program. And we want to do that with this as well. I could try to train you on this for hours, but we don't have that time. We have some training around cold water therapy. I had Dorothy do her first ice bath. She was one of the people that said she never would. Cold water therapy ignites burning body fat. There are some new supplements that we experimented with that we would like to share with you. So what we're going to do, and we're actually building out, Danielle asked the recipes. We're building out recipes for the specific meal plan so it can be put together in a package and you can go through it step by step. That's coming, just so you know, because I know we've had questions about, are you going to share? Of course, we're going to share everything, just like tonight. So what comes next? We're going to go back to what we usually do, and don't teach things that we don't do or have never tried. Our lifestyle is basically the MAP program. How we teach our MAP members to eat in that program is how we eat. That's how we've seen the best results for the place we are in life. So MAP members are going to have the opportunity to use this as an option. I'll explain that as we move forward. There's a few more things I'm explaining. For me, it's always a struggle to offer free information and then if there's opportunity for us to work with us. So I never want to be, most of you know, we're real people. And I never want to be that overselling, sleazy type. But I felt like when I did the Harvard study, I had a dozen people because I just ended it. If you want to reach out, let me know. Otherwise, have a good night. And probably had a dozen people that were like, is there anything else? How can we sign up? How can we learn more? But I felt like I left people hanging. This will be specific for people that want to work with us. The rest of what I'm going to share with you. And I'm hoping I'm going to give you guys like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, depending on questions. So that's full transparency. You will not hurt my feelings if you jump off and you're not really interested in that. But I am going to share with you a new branch of our Metabolism Accelerator program. We've been working on it for 3 months and I don't even know if it's completely ready, but regardless, we're going to share that today. And you're more than welcome to sit in and check it out. If you have to go or if you want to go, by all means. So this was just a few things that I thought was probably worth mentioning. Understanding before and after pictures can tell you if you're on track. This is Michelle. She lost 14 pounds. It was really the digestion and bloating really helped her with. And if you have someone that's looking at what you're doing and they know how to help you see results, then things change quite a bit, right? This is, holy crap, Drew. She wrote this to me. I haven't been this weight in 20 years. Pre-pregnancy weight is insane. I'm so glad I committed to your program. I feel like the weight is falling off. Everyone works hard in our program. This is her before and after. And this is Brianne. Brianne's working with us now. She's a part of our team, so I'll talk about her in the future. But she says, can we talk about more that we've gained from the program? Freedom, sense of self, confidence, mobility, flexibility, strength, digestion. Weight loss is only part of what we do. Sharon says the hardest part is holiday season. We celebrate 2 Thanksgivings. It's the same with the summer. A lot of people sign up over the summer. And then a lot of people saying, I just want to wait till the summer's over. That's when you need the coaching the most, right? Shelly down 25 pounds. I'm super excited for Shelly. I've known her for years. She's done 2 walks this summer. She's looking great, feeling great. At any rate, we have dozens of these. We've calculated less than 20% of our clients want us to share these pictures. Not great for us because we don't have the social proof, but that's why we started the picture graphics. There's probably someone in your position we've worked with that we can help. This is what we're changing up a bit. Well, not changing up, but so So if you look at we have 3 different levels or 3 different tiers. I'm going to mainly talk about the VIP member tonight because that's the newest one. So if you look at the retail customer for our products, we offer shipping over $200. And then if you buy from the website, it's full price. The VIP member shipping will be free if you spend over $150, and then you get 10% off. And then the premium member shipping will be free if you spend over $100, and it's 30% off. We're offering 30% off. Just getting a little bit of feedback. Sorry about that. Okay. So workouts, both levels will get workouts. VIP will have access to our app, weekly workouts. And then those that are in premium will have customized adjustments, and they'll have opportunity to try our bonus programs, which is bulletproof knee program, lower back sugar detox, and digestion challenge. This is what our calendar looks like in the app. We design workouts and put them in the app. If you don't know how to do an exercise, click on the button, push play. We design those for you in the app. Some of you have been asking us what's coming next or about the MAP program. To be transparent, we stopped taking new clients because we couldn't fulfill them. We didn't have the time to bring on more clients so we can put more effort into spending time with them, answering questions, coaching calls, etc. That's why we built out this VIP package. If you couldn't tell, this is more of a do-it-yourself. You're still getting meal plans, you're still getting workouts, but the adjustments are coming from you. We weren't able to bring on more people, so all we did is stop registration. We said, look, we can't take any more people. Let's talk again in the fall. So that's what we've been doing for probably 2 months while we've been working this end of the program out. Those of you that are in our MAP program, it's not going to change. You're going to be grandfathered in to the pricing, and our pricing is going to go up, and we're going to offer more features. But we're going to build that out as well. Right now, we're not taking new premium members. That's going to stay on hold until we can get everyone caught up and make sure we spend enough time and effort into our premium members. And so we're building out the VIP right now. And once we have the VIP settled and taken care of, we're going to go back and continue to build out the premium side. So we have more stuff coming out for our current premium members. Okay. Hopefully that's clear. This is my first time explaining it. If anything is not clear, just ask. So for the weekly meal, so you'll get everyone gets weekly meal plans. You'll get a grocery shopping list. The only difference is for the premium members. And again, this is a giant bottleneck for us as we work on scaling and bringing on coaches and having help, is the extra time it takes to customize meal plans for a specific weight in a specific calorie count. So that's something that you'll still get your grocery shopping list. You still get a meal plan, and we'll teach substitutions. For coaching calls, both VIP and premium have access to group calls once a week. We're bringing that back every Tuesday. And building a news community. I'm going to show you that tonight. Group challenges. One-on-one coaching and tech support will be for premium members. That's not changing. For those of you that are with us already, don't worry. I'm not going to be like, hey guys, so no more coaching calls. And then, this is for premium. So this swag is going to be, we started with it. We didn't do a great job with it, but we're going to do a better job. And that's going to be for premium. They'll have the opportunity to earn hats, hoodies, t-shirts, and free tickets to our annual gala, which is actually coming up in November. Trophies as well. Is Angela here? The late for her. She got a 30 or 40 pound trophy. Okay. I want to show this to you guys. Hopefully I'm not boring you with my explanation here, but so this is school, and I actually absolutely love this program. I love this platform because it's going to give us the opportunity to get off Facebook. I'm not a huge fan of Facebook. That doesn't mean we're not going to still be posting or working through Facebook, but it's going to be run 100% through school, and we'll talk to our premium members to see if they want to come over.
One of the things I would like to ask of you guys is that some of you know that I don't run ads on this show and don't plan on in the immediate future. So the only ask I have for you is that you help us spread the word so we can help more women burn body fat, increase energy, and balance their hormones. And the only way that we can do that is if you can rate and review this podcast. So the single thing that I could have you do or could ask of you is to leave a review. It'll take 5 minutes or one swipe of the thumb. It would mean the absolute world to me. And more importantly, you could change the world for someone else. As many of you know, there's plenty of women that struggle in this age group for balancing hormones, increasing energy, and burning body fat. So if you could help spread the word, that would make a big difference in our life and probably someone else's as well.
Hi, everyone. Sharon commented, if we look at community, this is where questions are going to be asked. You'll ask your questions here. It'd be the same as a Facebook post. If you have any questions, post there. The classroom, here's what I'm most excited about. We have our ability to start here, for example, what you can expect. We have our university where we have all of our training, both VIP and premium will have access to this. I like it because I'm a visual person. Everything is here. Like our past group coaching calls, for example, click on Ashley. She dropped 15 pounds at that time. Oops. And so you hit this button here. This is a bit nerdy on my part, but I like this. You can check it off and say, hey, now I'm at 4%. So then when you look at your classroom, you can tell, and I can tell, you should probably watch more group coaching called Cooking with Dorothy, Digestion Challenge. They also have a calendar. Nick already has it in here. We already have our calendar for tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. We're going to do a school training. You can come to our calendar and see when our next group coaching call is. You can see members, and then we'll talk about leaderboards. That is what our school looks like. So that's what the new platform is going to look like. Again, I'm very excited. There's no reels. There's no ads. There's no stories. There's no nonsense. If you want to go to the platform to learn, that's it. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, so this is what you guys, everyone's going to get an onboarding call. You get a weekly group coaching call. So I just put in, I think undervaluing $50 a call is undervalued. We put that at 200. Meal plans, if you look at most, like a nutritionist, they would charge $200 for a meal plan. I looked at like Simply for Life. They just do meal plans. I don't know if they do recipes. They're like $120. Workouts, if you just did like personal training, if you did one session a week at $50, which you probably can't find, I think they're like $80 now. It's $200 a week. So the total with your $50 coupon is $620 a month. Probably unreasonable for a lot of people. So we thought, what if we put a price tag on this for $250 a month? Maybe that would be a fair price. But that's not all. So what we're doing is early bird pricing. Option 1 for 6 months, $97 a month. We're offering a $50 product coupon. Crazy. I know. This is for paid in full only. So I put for the 6 months, you're going to get $300. So for $200 in product coupon. So that's $282 for 6 months, $47 a month. And the reason I put the coupon in there like that is because you could save $50 a month. The average person spends $200 a month on sick care over the winter. Cold effects, cough drops, natural things like echinacea, days off work that you may not be getting paid for. So I put this would value at $47 a month, which is pretty good, I think. But your total is $582. We did something a little different. I thought, how can we add more value? Option 2 is for 12 months. This is going to be, so still $97 a month plus your $50 coupon. So every month you're going to get a new coupon, a new $50 coupon. So if what we're going to do is add in bonuses. We're adding a knee program. This works absolutely fantastic. We have $300 is think about the knee pain that many of you are dealing with and can get past that with a proper knee strengthening and rehab program. Same with lower back. I built a full program. I went through a lot of back issues, $50 coupons for 12 months and quarterly coaching calls. That value is $1,400 for the bonuses. So that leaves $99 for a year's worth of meal plans and workouts. Not a bad deal. Lastly, option 3, $149 with your coupon, which is really $99. Best of all, we would grandfather the price like with our MAP members. If you cancel, you wouldn't get the early bird price or you would lose your coupon. So my goal when I thought about this was how could we get people to try a program of this value that could offer this many results and offer the opportunity to try some of our products for free. So if you grabbed like a protein and a liquid mag, just for example, it's paid for. So that was my goal for you guys. So those of you, this is where in the past, I would just leave you guys. Goodbye. Those of you that want to sign up, we have links I can drop in the chat. Here's my fear. When you're financially invested, you're emotionally invested. If it's too low, people aren't invested. This is a test. I hope this is a great deal. I hope this is a no-brainer. I hope people are like, wow, great deal. Like to get everything that we're offering for that low price. My fear is the price is so low that people won't put effort into it. They're like, oh, like Netflix has workouts, free YouTube workout videos. You don't use them, right? You dabble and try here and there because there's no emotional, you're not financially invested enough to have an emotional connection. We're going to try this out. And if we don't see results, we'll go back to higher pricing. And I'm optimistic. I think it's going to do well. I'm just hoping that we don't get into that area where the price is so low that people forget they even have it and don't use it. We'll talk about that in the coaching tomorrow. Oh, this sounds funny, like a 3-day guarantee. I hear this all the time. Talk to my husband, think about it, or other excuses. You're not going to be more excited about a program than now. So if you want to sign up for early bird pricing, it's tonight. That's it. But I'll give you 3 days if you have to think about it, or if you have to talk to your spouse. If you get inside and hate it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I ever did. I'll give you your money. No questions asked. This is the lizard brain I talked about. It's an actual thing. If you haven't heard about it, Google it. It was meant to protect us from things that could eat us. Now, all that lizard brain does is self-sabotage. It tells you why this isn't going to work, why you failed in the past, why nothing is ever going to work. So when I get on a call with someone, I say, let's just decide. I'm not going to make you decide, or you don't have to say yes, but you should make a decision, because the longer you wait, the less of a chance there is you're going to say yes, because you're going to talk yourself out. I've been doing this a long time. It happens all the time. People talk themselves out of great things. That's self-sabotage. Okay, that's it. Who's coming with me? Nick is going to give you access to school. It's very simple. Once you have access to the app, you can start onboarding. You can start watching videos and start training. Laura, she's our community ambassador. She's going to contact you and say, hey, let's jump on a call and get you properly situated. And then tomorrow we're onboarding. Tomorrow we're going to show you exactly how to use school, exactly the step-by-steps to get you going. And then Monday's the big day. That's it. Let me mention, I know there's some of you in our MAP program. Those of you, if you're interested in this, this will start at the end of your term. Okay, it's way too complicated for us to try to change things and bounce things around. I promise you that as we roll out new features, your price will stay the same. If you want this though, this will start at the end of your term or agreement. You can pay your sign up today if you know you want to roll over, or if your agreement with us is going to end soon, you can use this without question. But I'm also telling you what, some really cool stuff coming in. Regardless of where you guys are at, like whether you're working with us now or you work with us in the future, thank you for coming in tonight. This is a big turning point for us in business. We're going to open the doors to help a whole new demographic that may not have been able to invest in a higher priced program. Our goal is to help people. That's what we do. So I feel like this is going to help a lot of people in different ways. So appreciate you being here and look forward to working. Have a good night.